Hello, your biology teacher here. I wanted to make this video to walk us through dehydration synthesis. Okay, it might sound like a lot, but I think once we write out this sketch, you'll feel a little bit differently about it. So let's just start with the word dehydrate. Dehydrate means you're dehydrated, you're thirsty, yes, but you also need water. Water has been pulled out of you. Okay? And the word synthesis is a scientific term we'll come upon quite often, meaning to put things together. So what we have here is that water is coming out. Water is coming out, and synthesis, meaning we are putting two things together. The two things that we're putting together, we're going to stick our discussion to monomers. Putting monomers together. So let's look at this word again. Dehydration synthesis may sound complex, but really, you're just putting two monomers together by removing water. So I'm going to draw this out so we can really visualize what's going on here, but it's just going to be a basic sketch. So when we have dehydration synthesis, we're pulling water out to bring two monomers together. Okay? I'm not going to make this super complex. I'm going to start out with just kind of like a peanut shape, and I'm going to say this is monomer number 1. I'm going to get a new color, make more of a square-ish shape, and I'm going to write that this is monomer number 2. For dehydration synthesis to work, one of these monomers, we'll take this one as our example, one of these monomers is going to have hydrogen on its edge. It's going to be hydrogen sticking out. The other monomer, monomer number 2, sure, it may have hydrogen sticking out elsewhere, but for dehydration synthesis, we need to make sure that there's an OH group sticking out. Okay, so monomer number 1 has our hydrogen sticking out and available. Monomer number 2 has our OH group sticking out and available. What other molecule can you think of that has 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen? Remember the word dehydration, and remember that we're pulling water out. If you thought of the word water, you would be correct. That's a water molecule that you can make there. So you can pull out H2O. Right? Because a water molecule, you need 2 hydrogens, which you have, and you need an oxygen, which you also have. So we're in good shape there. The result is that you get monomer number 1 bonded oh goodness. Monomer number 1 is bonded to monomer number 2. And just as a review of vocabulary, the word for multiple monomers coming together. Is what you're left with, and you are left with a polymer. So we synthesized a polymer by dehydrating the two monomers. So we took out this water molecule, we took it out for the monomers, and what's left is a synthesized molecule, and that is our polymer. Depending on where you're getting your science information, or which textbook you're reading, or journal article you're reading, you may see dehydration synthesis presented as a different word, but it means the same exact thing. So dehydration synthesis can also be called a condensation reaction. Because remember, when water condenses, water is forming. And that's what we just did with dehydration synthesis. Water was being pulled out, and it's pulled out and it becomes separate. So condensation reactions and dehydration synthesis mean the exact same thing, which no one told me until college. So you're welcome.